Perham High School for junior varsity volleyball action. In case you didn't get the message, the B team match was canceled at about, let me check my text messages here, at about 2:42 this afternoon. So just as we were getting ready to leave and so we could get here on time for the B team match, just in the nick of time, we got the heads up that we had an extra hour to hang out and grab a snack. So once again, I want to say thanks to our sponsors, including Dean's Bulk Service and Midwest Bank in Barnesville, as well as EOT Insurance and United Community Bank and Perham High School here in Perham. And the first point goes to the Perham Yellow Jackets here in the junior varsity match. And the second one will also go to the Yellow Jackets. So it's 2-0 now in favor of Perham here in set one of the JV. Once again, best of 3 here in junior varsity. And these two teams are going to meet up again here in about 3 days, I believe it is, at Barnesville High School. And we'll have those matchups for you here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Tomorrow we are in Breckenridge. Tomorrow's Friday, right? Yeah, it'd be Breckenridge and the Frazee Hornets. The battle of two green teams. And, of course, the Barnesville Trojan varsity team handing the Breckenridge Cowgirls their first loss of the year last week. A game we had for you here on Magnitude Sports. Matter of fact, it was the same night as the Perham and Pelican Rapids game that we had for you here on Magnitude. 4-1 now in favor of Perham. Of course, you can dig deeper into that schedule at msportsnet.com/schedule. Also, if it's not live right now, I think I saw an alert on our Facebook page saying it was live, but if it's not live right now, it will be soon. We have, from the North Dakota side, tournament action for you tonight, as the West Fargo Packers are hosting the Shanley Deacons in the semifinal of the EDC tournament, and the winner of that one will go to the championship game live on Magnitude on Saturday the 14th. And that will go into the books for another point for Perham, 4-2. Whether you're watching on Facebook or on YouTube, on your mobile device or on your home TV or on our website, we thank you for tuning in this evening. And throughout the entire fall sports season, a few less fans in the crowd here today than normal. I do see some purple off to my right, so it's good to see some Barnesville fans here cheering on their team. Once again, I want to say thanks to Janice for operating the scoreboard tonight. Scoreboard and graphics and commercials. We're trying something new today. It's a 1, maybe 2 game event. And then if we don't like it, we'll go back to what we used to do. But if you're a regular viewer of Magnitude Sports, then you will know what that change is when you see it happen. I guarantee it has nothing to do with the actual match that you're watching or anything like that. So 8-2. Going back on the serve here for the Yellow Jackets is Olivia Pilgrim. And I also want to thank Jason for getting me the rosters for JV. One thing 2020 has done for me, and I'm guessing this probably affects other sports broadcasters too, but seeking the rosters when there's no fans allowed or limited fans allowed Usually I'll just email the school and say, hey, can you send it to me? Or if I'm in a rush, I'll just pick it up at the front door where you pay to get in. But things, those have not been readily available here in 2020. Especially on the North Dakota side, it's been really rough to do sub-varsity games. But thanks to Jason, our PA announcer here tonight, I have JV rosters for both teams. And that will allow me to tell you that Kennedy Gray, a freshman for Barnesville, goes on the serve here for the Trojans. And that serve is over. Nice block at the net and a nice dig out by Perham. That was sent over there by Morgan Berkman, number 15 for the Yellow Jackets. And the kill came from the other side from Kenzie Scogan. And it's 9-5. Gray's serve is over again. Here's the set, and well, it was intended to be a set, but it went over the net and out of bounds. Point Barnesville, 9-6. I want to thank Brian for watching on our Facebook page. Brian, a regular viewer of Magnitude Sports. Certainly appreciate you watching no matter what it is. Football, soccer, volleyball. Yeah, you heard me say soccer. If you're fairly new, we do cover soccer. We made an attempt to cover track and field last spring, but then COVID hit and that wiped that off the schedule. So we have not yet done a track meet. It's something we've thought about doing, and we've brainstormed how to do it, but we have never had the opportunity to do one yet. We also sneak in a few swim and dive meets occasionally, whenever our schedule will allow it to happen. Going back on the serve here for Barnesville is Kiana Amundsen. Set near side, it's pushed over and dug out, back over to the Yellow Jackets. I guess one thing we've changed with our match appearance is we decided to be fair to the Perham and make their team name the same font size as their opponent, so we took the word yellow out. Because that's kind of getting familiar with things around here. I see a lot of jacket nicknames, so we decided to go with the Jackets as well on our scoreboard. Volley continues. Into the net, Point Barnesville, 11-8. Once again, it's Kennedy Gray on the serve. Out of bounds, Point Barnesville, 11-9, and Kennedy Gray will go on the serve once again. Bad angle on that one, and now going to the books as a touch violation. 4 touches, Point Trojans, and they're within 1 now. And it'll be number 1 going on the serve, Amelia Newell. From the far side of the service line, sends it over. That's Pulver, I believe. Yep, Pulver on the set. Look down my roster, missed some of the action there. Fight for it at the net, and the point will go to Barnesville and knot us up at 11. And a timeout on the floor, so we'll take a timeout as well. We'll be back in a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Opening a bank account is great, except you have to go to the bank, sit with the banker, sign a mountain of paper, leave with a mountain of paper, and finally, after your entire lunch period is over, you have a new account. Not anymore. At United Community Bank, we know there was a better way. Opening a new account is now fast, easy, and completely online. Open a checking or savings account today, right now, on your phone, tablet, or PC by visiting ucbankmn.com. Your time matters, and so does how you bank. United Community Bank, your community bank. Perham, Frazee, Dent, member FDIC.
All right, welcome back. Junior varsity volleyball action live here on the Magnitude great evening. B-team match was canceled earlier today, and let me pull up my phone here because I did that earlier, and then I just set it down and forgot to. Okay, so they've started the stream on that semifinal match, but action doesn't begin for another 15 minutes yet, approximately. That one will sail out of bounds on the attack from the swing of Kenzie Skolgan. Point Yellow Jackets, and out of the timeout, Perham retakes the lead here in the JV match. And the jump serve is up and over from Maya Richter, and Barnesville will give it back. Set it over far side, and it sails out of bounds on the swing by Natalie Rooney. And that ties us up at 12 once again. Well, on the night that Perham played Pelican Rapids, Brad Anderson was here at the Hive, giving you the play-by-play action on that game. And I was down in Breckenridge for the Cowgirls and the Trojans, and Trojans took that in 4 sets over the Cowgirls, handing them their first loss of the year. If you may remember, Breckenridge was here in Perham about two weeks ago, and that match went to 5 sets. And Perham and Breckenridge will be playing again here in about a week or so, and we'll have that matchup for you. Matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, I believe that matchup is on Monday. And if that's the case, we'll have that matchup for you here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. We'll see if the Yellow Jackets can get one back on the Cowgirls. 14-13 as they get the 1-point lead again here in the JV match. Attack goes into the net. Swing from Kennedy Gray. Point Perham, and they're up by 3, 16-13. And I was actually, it's let's see here. Perham Barnesville is not on Monday. Oh wait, no, check that. Perham Barnesville is on Saturday. I was correct about that one. And then Breckenridge hosts Perham on Monday. Yes, that is correct. So, well, the varsity match for sure. JV for sure. Not sure where the B squad stands right now, as they had to cancel their match today. The match on Saturday is pending at the moment. We're supposed to, from my sources, I'm supposed to know more on that sometime tomorrow. So, if we do get more information, we'll let you know on our Twitter and our Facebook page as to if we'll have that game live for you or not. And if we don't, how long that may extend, or maybe the season will come to an end nearing the middle towards the beginning of the end of the regular season here for Minnesota volleyball. Of course, we have section football playoffs coming up. Well, the Barnesville Trojans, whenever they happen to play, they are scheduled to take on the eighth seed in the quarterfinal round of the section playoffs. 8th seed is yet to be determined, but as the way things sit right now, the 8th seed would be UNC, and if that happens to be the case, UNC will have to forfeit that game, and Barnesville will move to the semifinals via forfeit through the quarterfinal round. And then whoever they play in the semifinals will have that game for you here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. If UNC is not the 8th seed, then we'll have a quarterfinal round match for you here on Magnitude as well. Trying to work out some kinks to see if we can't get some Yellow Jacket football. I know that they're likely going to have a home game this coming Tuesday. But no official word if at this point in time if we will get that broadcast on or not. As we have, like I said, the possibility of a Barnesville game and other announcers tied up. So it's kind of a wacky situation right now. And that was a wacky kill for Bill Peterson for the Trojans. Pulls the Barnesville team within one, 18-17. I haven't looked at the brackets for Breckenridge yet, but that's another team we might have for you here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network as far as playoff football is concerned. Volley will continue here as it's dug out by Richter. Sent back over, and the Trojans will not be able to control that one. Jackets take a 2-point lead at 19-17 here in the first set. Best of three junior varsity action going back on the serve for the Yellow Jackets is Morgan Berkman, sophomore middle hitter. Standing serve from the middle of the service line is down for an ace. 20-17. And you're to that point now where if Perham gets another point, it might be out of reach for Barnesville. But crazier things have happened. This next point is crucial. And that's going to result in a lift. And that next crucial point goes to Perham, 21-17 and a 4-point advantage. And now Barnesville will take a timeout. They need to score 4 to tie it before Perham scores 4. We'll be back after this here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Welcome back. Timeout on the floor. Barnesville wanted to talk it over as they find themselves down 4. And Perham only needs 4 more to take the first set. 21-17 in favor of the Yellow Jackets here at the Hive at Perham High School. Junior varsity volleyball action live for you here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Mike Mason with you from the Hive in Perham. Love this place. Hope to be back many more times in the future. That point will go into the books for Barnesville, 21-18. And speaking of Barnesville, they have a fantastic facility. They're also building a new one. So I can't give you a word on exact wording on how awesome it could possibly be. But usually something new is pretty awesome. So looking forward to when that project gets completed, and they'll have most of their indoor sports moved over to that new facility. That one lands over the back line. Point for Barnesville, 21-20. Another schedule change that happened in the last 36 hours. We were supposed to be live. Let's see here, what time is it? It's 6:22. So in about 30 minutes from now, we were originally scheduled to be live for Dilworth, Linden, Felton, and Thief River Falls, but Thief River Falls had to cancel. We got the email last night at about 9:43 p.m. As we were coming home from the Perham football game yesterday. And then at that point in time, DGF was not set to play anybody. And then by the time we woke up this morning, they were scheduled to play Virginia at Walker Hackensack Akeley High School. That game is live on I can't remember the exact name, Lake Leach TV or something to that effect, LLTV. if you go to the, see, I saw it on Twitter. I can't remember where I saw it. I saw it on social media somewhere, but the link is somewhere out there, and if you're familiar with that particular program, you can catch that game if you're a DGF fan looking around for that game. (23-21) here, set one of the junior varsity match. Now it's sent over. Perham will control it, push it over in two. Amundsen will make first contact on it. And now the Yellow Jackets will go on a bad angle on a set, pushes it over to Barnesville, and they pop it down for the point to pull within one, 23-22. Kennedy Gray with the serve. Paulborough set it up, this time far side, dug out by Amundsen. Now the set there by Newell, and it's sent over and down. Nicely done there by Kenzie Scogan. I'm sorry, it's not Kennedy Gray serving. The one had a little dash on it to make it look like a 7. It's actually Amelia Newell on the serve for Barnesville. Tied up at 23 now. Make it 24-23. That one skimmed the very top of the tape of the net as it came over. And now it's set point for Perham, and it'll be Maya Richter on the serve here to try and seal up the first set for the Yellow Jackets. Barnesville will control it. He'll be sent over there by Beaver. Had to watch her momentum there. She almost crashed into the net when Emily Smith pushed it back over. Point, 4 touches on Perham, so that'll tie it up at 24. And you get a little bit of bonus volleyball here in the junior varsity match. Kenzie Scogan will go on the serve. Scogan's serve is over. It is set by Richter. 10-foot line attack. Rolls off the palm of her hand on the swing there. Couldn't quite judge it the way she needed to make proper contact on the ball. And now it's set point for Barnesville. Scogan's serve is over. Amundsen will dig it out. There's a set by Newell. Can't see the number on the Libreros jersey for Perham. The light goldish yellow on white. Hard to see from up here, and bigger on the back side of her jersey, but the ponytail's covering it up. So that point will go to Barnesville, and they'll also win the set, and now end set one. 26-24, Barnesville takes the first set. Set two coming up here in a couple minutes on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Dean's Bulk Service is your convenient stop on the way to the lake. Whether you're looking for snacks, drinks, fresh rolls, bait, ice, or a clean restroom, you are able to find it all inside our friendly facilities. The Barnesville and Save & See stores are proud to fly the Arco gasoline brand. Dean's Bulk Service also celebrates 50 years of great service of propane, fuel, oil, and lubricants. We are always ready to deliver. Dean's Bulk Service is a proud supporter of Trojan Athletics and wishes the Barnesville Trojans the best of luck in this game and every game this sports season.
Your family, your friends, our community. At Midwest Bank of Barnesville, these cornerstones of family, friends, and community is the very heart of Midwest Bank. Whether it's help in expanding the family farm, building, remodeling, or purchasing your new home, or supporting our local schools, Midwest Bank is here because you are our family, you are our friends, and this is our community. Midwest Bank, banking your way at South Front Street, Barnesville. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Order your copy of this game or any of our previous game and event broadcasts on DVD by visiting our website. Just email us the required information found on our website, and we'll mail you your copy of today's game or event on DVD. Orders take approximately 3 to 4 days to arrive. Larger orders could take longer. For all the info on how to order your copy of today's game on DVD, visit our website at msportsnet.com/DVD.
Opening a bank account is great, except you have to go to the bank, sit with the banker, sign a mountain of paper, leave with a mountain of paper, and finally, after your entire lunch period is over, you have a new account. Not anymore. At United Community Bank, we know there was a better way. Opening a new account is now fast, easy, and completely online. Open a checking or savings account today, right now, on your phone, tablet, or PC by visiting ucbankmn.com. Your time matters, and so does how you bank. United Community Bank, your community bank. Perham, Frazee, Dent, member FDIC.
Welcome back. Set 2 to get underway here. Junior varsity volleyball action on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. As you see there, the Trojans took the first set 26-24, and now the first set of point 2, or the first point of set 2, goes to Barnesville. They've scored the last 3 in a row now, coming out of the first set into the second set. That one falls down for an ace. Amelia Newell, a freshman, makes it 2-0 for Barnesville. Starting any moment here now. Matter of fact, the clock just flipped to 6:30, so we got tournament action on the North Dakota side for volleyball for you. Tonight on Magnitude, it's the semifinal. The Shanley Deacons will be the visiting team on the scoreboard as they're at West Fargo High School playing the West Fargo Packers. The winner of that one will go on to the EDC Championship to take on the winner of Fargo Davies and West Fargo Cheyenne. So it's possible that we'll have the 2 West Fargo rivals in the EDC Championship, although Fargo Davies is a really, really good team, and they could easily be in that EDC Championship themselves. And don't count Shanley out either. Pretty good team as well. That one's flipped over by Emily Smith. Point for Barnesville, 4-1. Barnesville with a nice start here to the second set. We'll see if they can keep that going as the serve will come out of the hands of the sophomore Kenzie Scogan. That serve, trying to get the jersey number there. Is it number 5? Number 3? I'm going to try and find that out for you. It's number 2, so the libero is Maya Richter. And that means number 1, I'm not sure. Let's see here. Number 2 and number 1 are both out on the court. Richter wears number 1 when not playing libero, and number 2 when playing libero, but there's another number 1 out there in black, so I'm not sure who that is now that that's brought to our attention here. So if I've been saying the wrong name for that one particular player, I apologize to the Perham fans. There's an ace. Credit that one to Emily Smith, who's a sophomore for Barnesville. She'll step back and see if she can do it again. 6-2 in favor of the Trojans. Plenty of volleyball coming up here over this next week and a half on both the North Dakota and Minnesota sides. Saturday will be a busy day. We'll have 6 matches for you here on Magnitude Sports. 3 on the North Dakota side and 3 on the Minnesota side. I believe that was tipped down there by Belle Peterson. Point Barnesville, 8-2, and a timeout Perham. So we'll take a timeout as well. Back in a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. All right, welcome back. 8-2 in favor of Barnesville. Serve is over. And now Perham gets the point coming out of the timeout. Taking a peek in at that EDC semifinal matchup. Looks like the Shanley Deacons have a 5-0 lead over the West Fargo Packers early in set one. That one first serve, 6:30, just a couple of minutes ago. And once again, we want to remind Perham fans and any Fergus Falls fans who might be watching. Those two teams played last night in football. YouTube was having some issues last night with their website, which not only affected Magnitude's broadcast, but pretty much everyone's broadcast. Now, the game's still streamed to YouTube, but not a lot of people were able to watch it. Not as many as normally do anyway. So we encourage you to watch on Facebook, and you took that encouragement to heart, and you went to our Facebook page and you watched it. I looked at the numbers for Facebook last night, and it almost matches the numbers we had on YouTube, and that is not the normal. We'll just leave it, we'll just say it like that. Usually you are all tuned in at YouTube, but keep that in mind for all future broadcasts. If you have issues with YouTube, the games are simulcast to the Magnitude Sports Media Network Facebook page, which you can find at facebook.com/msportsnetfblive. And that one will not go over. Point Barnesville, 10-5, and the Trojans double up here on the Yellow Jackets. For Barnesville fans, your game on Monday against Dilworth Linden Felton, originally to be played in Barnesville, has now been moved to Dilworth Linden Felton. They will have a stream of that, but due to the switch, we were not able to schedule that broadcast at DGF. So the only broadcast we'll have on Magnitude tomorrow will be on Monday, will be Breckenridge and Perham, I believe, or is it Frazee? No, Frazee's tomorrow. Perham is on Monday. But for the Barnesville fans, if you go to youtube.com/DGFschools, that is where you'll find Monday's volleyball match between the Trojans and the Rebels. Watched a few volleyball games on their stream. The very, very first one they had some audio issues with, but all the ones that I've watched since then, they have resolved that issue, and it's a really good stream. Get a nice view of the court. It's not too far away. And they've done a pretty good job with those streams this year based on the ones that I've watched. Give them a couple thumbs up. Joe and Jake and Nikki doing a fantastic job at setting things up. We've done a few of their football games this year as well. And we've simulcast those to the DGF YouTube channel. And we can simulcast to pretty much any school's YouTube channel, as long as the school approves of it. So. Winter sports season starting to come together here on our website. You can check out the schedule. It originally started on December 1st, and then a couple games got backed up, and now the first hockey game, I believe, is November 23rd or November 24th. That broadcast has not been officially scheduled yet, but most of the North Dakota stuff is locked in. Still looking for a few more sponsors to get out to the Minnesota side. Barnesville, Breckenridge, Perham, three teams that we provide coverage for here on the Minnesota side of the Red River. It's been a fun visit. We started our first Minnesota broadcast last volleyball season after doing 500-plus games on the North Dakota side, and my biggest problem at that point was I kept saying the North Dakota terms for Minnesota games. It was brained into my, it was seared into my memory, I guess you could say, or burned into my memory, whatever you prefer. That one looked like it dropped inside the back line, but it was just barely out, and the point will go to the Jackets. It's 12-10. Well, the Packers have gotten back into it. They're down 2, 11-9 in set 1 of the EDC semifinal. That game is live right now here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Also want to say thanks to Kenley, who is doing, from what I've heard so far anyway, doing a pretty good job on her first ever game on Magnitude. She helped me out on, let's see, what was it, Tuesday night, I believe, and she did a fantastic job. First time doing graphics and camera, and now she's doing all that, plus some general commentary, and from what I've heard, she's doing a great job. So if you're watching that game, give her a little bit of slack. It's her first night on the microphone at Magnitude Sports. And with any luck, she'll do a few more games for us in the future. There's an ace serve from Perham. And on that ace serve was Olivia Pilgrim, a sophomore. And that ties us up at 14. Barnesville will get the serve. Emily Smith will go back behind the service line to get set for the serve. Middle to far side of the service line. One thing I know for sure is the Barnesville basketball games, both the boys and the girls, the two that are played here in Perham, we know for sure at this point that those games will be live on Magnitude Sports. It's the rest of the Minnesota games we're not 100% sure about right now. So. Nice block at the net there, and Perham cannot get it back over. Credit that block to Belle Peterson. That attack goes into the net, and now the Trojans take a three-point advantage. Emily Smith on the serve. Once again, the varsity match scheduled for 7:30. And that should stay close to accurate if, especially if Barnesville wins this second set here. If Perham comes back and wins it, they don't get 1 point further away from that accomplishment with the nice kill that landed on the inside edge of the inside line here. And now they're reversing the decision. The point's going to go over to Perham. So that makes it, scoreboard in the gym says 17-15. We'll go with that. Varsity team for Perham warming up on the on the track on the upper level here at the Hive in Perham High School. As they browse around, that's the only team I see at the moment. I do not see the Trojan varsity team within my range of vision anyway at this point in time. 18-15. Once again, and then just as I say that, they come out of the locker room. So 18-15, the Trojans here have the lead in the JV game. That one will sail out of bounds, and now it's 19-15.
Your family, your friends, our community. At Midwest Bank of Barnesville, these cornerstones of family, friends, and community is the very heart of Midwest Bank. Whether it's help in expanding the family farm, building, remodeling, or purchasing your new home, or supporting our local schools, Midwest Bank is here because you are our family, you are our friends, and this is our community. Midwest Bank, banking your way on South Front Street, Barnesville. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
All right, welcome back. 19-15. Perham takes a timeout. They are in danger here of letting this one slip away if they can't chip off a couple of points from that deficit here and get back into it. Taking a look at the EDC semifinal, looks like the Packers have taken the lead in set one. They now lead the Shanley Deacons 18-16 in the first set. We'll keep you updated on that score. It's more my benefit, so I can update our website when that match goes final than it is the benefit of maybe anybody watching this particular game. 20-15 now as the Trojans get another point. But we'll keep you updated nonetheless. Have to get it over on that touch, and they do. Here's the set and the attack. Comes over. Nice diving dig out there by Scogan. Blocked at the net. Barnesville keeps it alive, but it went on the outside of the antenna. And that'll be a point for Perham, and it's 20-16. Once again, Dean's Bulk Service and Midwest Bank in Barnesville, as well as EOT Insurance and United Community Bank in Perham, along with Perham High School, providing broadcast coverage tonight of junior varsity and varsity girls volleyball here from the Hive at Perham High School between the Trojans and the Jackets. And if you have interest in sponsoring either the Barnesville Trojans or the Perham Yellow Jackets this winter, you can email us at msportsnetlive@gmail.com. We'll reach out to you, give you a few options. Depending on your budget, we'll work with you. We'll make it happen. I know times are tough right now, not only for individuals, but for businesses as well. So if we can work within your budget, we'll get you on as a sponsor. And we're not greedy. We want to get you on. So we will work with you until every possible option is exhausted. 21-18, and as I said a little bit ago, Perham need to chip away at that deficit, and they've done just that. Still down 3, but a lot better than down 5 or 6, that's for sure. That one will fall short. That 3-point lead builds to a 4-point lead for Barnesville as they take the 22-18 lead. Kiana Amundsen, a junior, one of 2 juniors here on the JV roster, will serve it into the net, and that'll be a point for the Yellow Jackets, and a 4-point lead evaporates back to that 3-point lead. Set. Scogan pushes it over and Perham keeps it alive. Send it back. Amundsen. Now the pass here for Skogan. And Skogan will get the kill. 23-19. Middle net attack goes down, and it's match point off the kill from Emily Smith. 24-19, and if the Trojans get a point, they'll win the match, and that'll wrap this one up. Barnesville will control it, set it up for Skogan. That's dug out. Pushed over into the net, 24-20. Perham stays alive for at least one more, and going back on the serve this time for the Yellow Jackets is Natalie Rooney, a sophomore. It's now set point for the Packers. They lead 24-18 over Shanley in the EDC semifinal. Barnesville, can they get the win? No, it'll be a free ball here. Perham will control it. Pushed over. Pushed back over in two, and that's going to fall for a win. Nicely done there by Emily Smith to get the winning point, and Barnesville takes the set 25-20. And that will be your final score. 26-24 and 25-20, and 2 sets to none instead of 3. And that will be your final score. So that'll wrap it up for this one here. We'll go offline, and we'll come back in about 20 minutes. Oh, wait, what time is it here? Let me double check that here. For 6:51, it'll be, yeah, about 20 minutes. We'll come back on with the varsity game here for you on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.